Hi everybody, this is Brian Beck and Brian Codes a Lot. I will be doing the Hack the Box Active Directory called Flight. It's a hard box and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of things that we got to do, so let's just get into it. To save time, I've already, first of all, created my template on OneNotes, and I've already done the nmap showing all these beautiful ports that are open, as well as the flight.htb. After that, I took that flight.htb and I put it into ffuf, where I found school.flight.htb, as you can see here. So I went ahead and put all those into my OneNotes. Here are the ports. Here is the flight school.htb, and here is what I've done so far. So from here, we're going to go ahead and get started and just quickly I already put everything into my host files. That is the IP address, the flight.htb, and the school.flight.htb. Oh, I gotta try to remember to switch back. So from here, we begin. I think the first thing to do that's most important is actually go to the page, which is www.flight.htb. I think I have to do the HTTP as well. And then go to the school.flight.htb as well. Let me remove the www part. Get this period out of the way. So if we click on all of these tabs, we're getting nothing. We're going back to the same web page. Any link sends us straight back there. That doesn't. Here's our flight.htb again. So anything that we do sends us here. Now when we go to the school, it sends us to a few places. There's no input file, so we can't do any SQL. We can't do any of that other crazy stuff. We might be able to work with this here and see if we could do like a local, let's see, dot. Let me just put it etc.passwd, and then we'll see if we can get the password. Alright, I had to get a phone call. That's now done. Let's get back to it. Totally forgot where I was at. Oh yeah, I was doing this. So I just kind of want to see if there's like potential to put stuff into here. Maybe even read. Incident will be reported. Right here. So if definitely we're in a red team, this is not a good thing. But this is like more like a pen testing. So who cares? So we're not getting much. We're not getting much of anything there. I wonder if I can read, because obviously something is transmitting here. This HTTP is sending something out. So I wonder if I can listen to it by doing a few fun things. Alright, so let's try this responder. I think sudo responder, take out the A, which is aggressive. Go ahead, listen to it. Let's just go to it. It should send us to the index. There we go. And then 2 front slashes, and then mine, and then my name. Okay, so this it heard the my responder heard where it was sending it from, and they were checking, hey, is this correct? And then they had to use a hash to send that correct kind of message. And then we got something from a user, SVC Apache. This is a hash. I'm going to go in here. Did I even create a flight? There it is. Let's go to create a document. Let's just call it, who's this? SVC Apache. And then we'll call it a hash. And it will create, we'll copy, paste. Okay, it doesn't look like it's breaking up anywhere. It's just continually expanding. So we'll save it. From here, go ahead and exit this. All I have to do now is crack the hash. So let me just quickly see hash ID and then SVC Apache hash. It's a net NTLM version 2. So we do a John SVC Apache hash and go for it. Let me see here. Rename. What is going on? Something's going on where it's not working. Let me do this a different way. Oh my god, what the heck? I'll just enter whatever. Okay, that worked. I guess I gotta do nano and put it all in one line. I don't know why it's been doing that sometimes lately with my stuff. For whatever reason, it worked. I'm gonna make sure. Oh my god. When I'm doing this OBS kind of stuff, I always forget to switch stuff. I always forget to add stuff. But normally when I'm doing it, I don't forget anything. So I just gotta keep cognizant of that. Okay. Let me put this here. So now that I finally got that, all I gotta do now is try to use maybe RID brute force if I wanted to. I can just check the SMB since we got so many SMBs inside of our nmap. I wish I would stop blanking in my head. I keep blanking on what we're supposed to be doing. So let me go ahead and I guess we'll just do a SMB type of thing here. I'll use SMB client, and then we'll do, I guess I could do an L. I don't have to do an L. Here, I'll just do this way. Flight.htb, and then all I gotta do next is that's it. That's all I gotta do, and then I'll do user. Who's our user? SVC Apache. let's do the percentage. Where is the password? Let's just copy paste it. Paste it right here. Make sure there's no space, because sometimes it tricks me and does the space. Does it on its own. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's see if this works. If not, I have to do that L. Let me make sure I don't forget to switch it back. Okay, SMB client, 2 front slashes, HTB, user. And we're putting everything together because there's a lot of symbols in there. Alright, just great. Okay, I'll do the L. Let me put this back in here. Let me put this L. Alright, let's put that L in there. Alright. Let's paste it again. Okay, we did the L this time. There's 2 directories here. I say we get into there. Here, let me just switch it from here. Let me make sure I'm putting everything. Let me show you what I'm doing. I just want to make sure I'm putting everything into here. So we're not using this. We use this. Let me copy paste from there, from the terminal, and paste. And then we want to look up the web directory. So it's kind of the same. So I'll just paste. Take these 2 out. 2 front slashes. A front slash. What was it? Users. A web. And then everything else is the same. Let's copy paste again, and then let's put users as well, because we want to look through both those directories. Alright, that's done. Let's see what this person has in store for us. I wish I can control V. It stinks that we can't even control V. We're in something. Directory. CD school. It's a directory. It says d.htb. We're in something. We got 2 directories. We got images and we got styles. Maybe we can upload something into here and then use it as some type of a shell. But let's come back to that. Let's get other users. Let me just exit. We don't even need to waste time with that. Okay, so for me, let's actually check users. So we got 3. We got this guy, and we got this guy. Let me see this guy. C-bum. C-bum. Oh, access denied. So if it's access denied and we have a user, this person is going to be important in the future. CDSVC Apache. Oh wow, look what we got here. Can we get into the desktop? That's where the flags are. There's no files that we can access in here, sadly. Too bad. but the fact that we can see it is interesting. Okay, I say I'm going to do the RID users. I'm going to go back to OneNotes, and the code for that is pretty easy. So all we're doing is netexec, and then we're going to do SMB, the IP address, the username, the password, and RID brute. So SMB, where is the 129.228? That's incorrect. I had to reset, so it's a different IP. So let me fix this. Don't do the wrong ones here. So the IP here is 242.74. And then the user is actually we had two users, but I'm just going to do RID brute with the one that it doesn't have access denied, because a CBum had access denied, but our Apache excuse me, our Apache didn't. So let me get the password. Let's just do this one. Then we'll take this and see if this guy will give us, oh yeah, RID brute. So it's just looking through the SMB stuff folder system and finding any type of users that there may be. Okay. Wait, I didn't even, gotta remember to switch. So for whatever reason that didn't work, let me copy paste this. Make sure that this here IP is good. It is 129. It is 242. It is 74. So why aren't you working? Why are you access denied on me? Why? Oh God, I hate when it does that. The control, the copy paste. See, it pastes this weird stuff. It pastes that squiggly line, and it pastes this 200. So annoying. Oh my God. There's a space right here, dummy. Alright, there you go. So we got these users. I'm just gonna copy this. I'm just gonna put them in users. So since we got a password already, we'll just password spray this, and because I did this many times. Most of the times it worked. We'll password spray with the password that we got. If one of these users has the same password, we'll just keep going from there. This is the part that takes the longest. I could probably just copy paste only the names. That might be a little bit faster. Please tell me I'm showing you what I'm doing. I always have to look up at the OBS to make sure that I'm on the right page. Make sure I'm not doing something out of camera, because that'll be funny. It's happened a few times, and I had to restart the whole video. So there's CBum right there. CBum. That's kind of funny. I think bum means butt in like Britain or something like that, and C is see the bum. It's kind of funny. Let's just save it. I do want to also try to check out. It's already saved. Let me exit. Let's check out CBum. See if he has the same password. Even though we're going to password spray it. Okay, we can't get in. So that's, he doesn't use that password. Whatever. Let's password spray this bad boy. We'll use crackmapexec. This one I kind of know by heart already. crackmapexec SMB. The IP is 24274. And then just user password and shares. Or continue on success. So we can see all of them. User is users.text. Password is, take this password here so I don't have to type all that funny stuff. And then continue on success, because if it usually gets 1, it'll say, hey, we're done. No, you ain't done. Keep going. Keep going until there's nobody else on the list. Let's take this. Let me get back to the right page. Let me minimize this so nobody's confused seeing all this extra stuff on here. S-Moon has a plus on him. SVC. So S-Moon is the only one that is actually using that. So we'll just go ahead and do the same thing. We'll use crackmapexec, even though we can use SMB. We'll just do crackmapexec. We'll take this same thing. We'll just copy paste it. No need to change much. We're only looking at the SMB shares, and we're changing this user to S-Moon. And if you're in Korea, Moon is definitely a Korean last name. Let's go here. Paste crackmapexec SMB IP user password shares. What's this? This is something we can write on. We can write on here. Let me just take a quick look at this one here and do S-Moon, because we want to make sure we look at everything. This is the same thing. Same thing. I think we could put some kind of file in here and some kind of shell and read it. Instead of that, let's do the crack map. Let's do the what can we do here? I guess we can find a way to well, here. What was it? Shared. This is the only one we can write on. So write means we can upload. So the web we couldn't upload anyways. Shared. But the fact that we can write on upload means that we can upload on upload. Here, there's this thing that I have. Upload to SMB right here. Right here. Copy. Let's go back. Expand. Paste this. So I can go here. I'm just going to copy this link. Copy link because I need to go into my VMware. Open the thing. Paste here. So this will give us all of our beautiful NTLM stuff. So let's download this bad boy. Here it is. Go here. Put this into there. Let me go back. Actually, I think I already have it in the notes. Sudo python NTLM. Yeah, I already have it in the notes. Right here. I was looking for that command. Right here. It won't go down. See right here. I already have that in my notes. I have sudo python, not python 3 though. We'll try both. So I think I'm actually supposed to get it though. Let me copy. I think I'm actually supposed to get it. Let me try though. Let's see here. Because we're supposed to get into a directory to do this. I'm going to try, but I don't think this is the right way to do it. They put test, I'll put test. Yeah, I knew it. We're supposed to get it. So I'll do git clone. And then we'll go cd NTLM theft. And then now we have the actual NTLM theft. Now we'll run it in here. So now we got all this fun stuff. And usually the only things we can use are INIs. So we got these two INIs right here. These other stuff's just not going to run in the SMB, like the PDFs. There's only two INIs. So I'm going to go back to that share. Let me just copy paste this. I'm not, the whole time I wasn't even showing you. Whatever, I'm going to copy paste this. I'm going to go into the directory, which is lcd, because right now it's in, actually I want to exit. I want to cd. I want to get into my normal directory, which is the flight directory, and then from here I'll do the lcd NTLM underscore theft. Did I spelled it wrong. LCD NTLM theft. Okay, so now it's in, and then all we gotta do is input it all. So input, even though I only need to put the INIs, let's put it all in there. Yes, 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 yes. Everything, yes. Uh-oh. Hold on a second, I don't think it did it right. Yeah, here. Darn it. CD NTLM theft. Get back in there. I don't think I looked. What was it called? I don't even know what it's called. Let me look in here. NTLM theft. Was it called here? It's called here. Stupid name. LCD here. Okay, it wouldn't put that. Input all. Yes. See, now it's working. There we go. Access denied. Access denied. Access denied. Because only the INI would work in here. That's at the way bottom. Here it is. Access not denied. So we got two working bad boys right there. We put the right here, the desktop INI was the one that worked. So I'm gonna do a new responder, and then we'll try to run this here, desktop INI. Go to a new one. Sudo responder. We won't do the aggressive. Did I set it up so that it reads? I'm just looking at the code again. Yeah, I did. I should have. Because when I did the Python code and ran the NTLM, oh god, it set it up for my IP address, which is here. So I'm listening through my IP address, whereas the desktop INI had my IP address on it. So if it's running here, I should get a something here. So the last time I got SVC Apache, let's see if anything happens here. So far nothing. I might have to upload again. I don't have to upload again. So we got that cbum hash. Copy. Go to a new one. This time I'm going to do it right. Nano cbum hash. Paste it all. Let me delete that. I don't like the way it looks. Yeah, I don't like the way that looked. You know what? Oh, it's taking so long, and I can't control A. Control K. Thank you. Let me copy paste it again. It's still sending. That's why it says skipping previously captured hash, because it's already been captured. Okay, that's done. I'm going to get that same. Where's that? Where's that John? Here it is. And oh, man, I keep forgetting this part. Before I do all that fun stuff, I'm gonna have to put sudo. I already did that part. So here I'm gonna paste this John. I'm gonna change it to, what is it called? cbum underscore hash dot text. And copy. Go back here. If I look in the directory, there's our cbum. I keep laughing when I hear that name. cbun. We got this password. Let me just put this stuff in here because I keep forgetting to put stuff in my OneNotes. C, is it dot? Bum. Control E. Okay, so we got our. Now I think it's gonna be good if we kind of go through everything again, like in regards to our SMB file shares. So last time we did. Here, let me just copy paste this. Where is this here? Flight HTB. We can, I guess we can, this one right here. And then we'll see what we can see from here. We'll do all three of these. How about that? Copy. And then we'll go down here. And then we'll change the name from that to c.bum. c.bum. Who made this? It's kind of funny. They were just bored. They just wanted to have a laugh while they were doing all this technical stuff. Actually, we have to change the password too, don't we? I didn't want to do that one. Let's start from here. See what pops. We gotta look at them all. We have no choice. How else am I gonna know? I think we got kind of the same things going on here. Let me just look here. Okay. Well, I think in this case we can. Oh, man, it disconnected. Oh, it's disconnecting. Okay. I think because we have to go here. Let me just copy paste that other one. Because we gotta actually do the in the directory, so that's why it's disconnecting. Am I in the right one here? We'll do the web one. This is school because the flight one was nothing. Let's try the web one real quick. This was the web one? It was the web one. You know what? I say we just try to put a shell in here. Just a regular shell. We'll put a netcat in here too. Here. Where is this thing? Flight. I know where my netcat is. Let me just get a shell in here first. Create a document. Shell.php. And I'll go into my notes in the shell area. There it is. Copy paste. It's just a regular command. Okay, come back in here. Paste it. Save it. And I'll put this in here, but I'll also put, wait, wrong one. Boxes, win tools. Where's my netcat? Copy. This is how we'll set up a netcat listener. And we'll put both of these. Let's exit this. So we'll put both of these into there. So we got our shell and then we got our PHP. Now all I want to do is we'll exit this one. All we gotta do is curl this bad boy. Let me go back to my OneNotes. We don't want to miss any of this stuff, or else I'll forget. CD into school.flight.htb, put shell.php and netcat.exe. Run a curl. Okay, here's the shell. What are you doing there? Okay, here's the shell that I got it from. Let's get out of here. Let's paste it into here. Schoolflight.htb. Schoolflight.htb. Shell PHP. You have to have, that's my IP. Let's do the netcat first. I don't know why I always put the netcat second when I'm supposed to actually do that first. Oops, let me show you everything. So that's in the school. We already put that in there. Let me set up the netcat. Let me go here. Close this. Copy paste this curl command. .443, right? Was I supposed to do something like a colon or something? Are you in there? Why did it? Okay, let me do this again. Put nc.exe, put shell.php directory. Go back here, netcat's already on. Okay. cd cd dr cd users dir cd cbum oh shiza cd svc apache dir cd desktop dir. So this is not the user, because if it was a user, we'd have the password here now. So I guess what do we got to do here? I guess we could do a who am I front/priv. Let's just do a who am I. So we need to become cbum. We need to become cbum somehow. Let me see here. Let me go to my notes. Here, let me show you what I'm doing too. RunasC. Let me see this. We're in Windows. Not cbum. Try RunasCs. Here. Let me go here. Let's try it. YOLO. Wait a minute, that's not the exe file though. I think I have the exe file anyways. Computer. Here. Copy. Paste. Alright, so I think I'm just going to upload this here thingy. All we got to do is set up a... I don't want to exit this one. I want to exit this one. And then Python here. Let's do 8,000. Now let's do 80. And then here, let me go to notes and then put this all in my notes. Okay, so we're just going to do the same curl command. And then we'll do the, what's a file called? RunasCs.exe from mine, which is 10.10.15.9 at, think I said 80. And then we'll call it RunasCs.exe. Did I spell everything right? Let me get out of here. Should I just put it in the desktop? I wonder if that's possible. It's definitely not good if you're red team putting this stuff on a desktop, but so we got our RunasCs on there. Now we're just gonna run it, and we run it with the /runascs.exe and put the username, which we'll do cbum, we'll do their password, and then we'll do our command exe, and then we'll do our IP address. I'm just looking through all the notes one more time. Alright, so I think we'll just give it a try. Let's see here. RunasCs cbum. Where is the? Here it is. I think we don't need to do anything. We just put that in here. cmd.exe, and then we'll have to try to respond to my IP address, which is 15.9, and I'll just set it up as whatever port, my favorite port right there. I don't even think we need to do a port. Yeah, I don't even think we need to do a port. Okay. Let's try to run it. Do we have to do a port? I think we have to do a port. So I'll have to do another netcat. This netcat is done because it already uploaded. So you can get out of there. Netcat. Let's put 55555. Then this one 55555. Okay, good. Who am I? Ooh, cbum. Before I do the who am I priv, let me hurry up and get that cd users, cd cbum, cd desktop. Okay, got it. This is Windows, so we do type user.txt. First flag down. Copy. Put it in my OneNotes. Get back out of here. Alright. Who am I? Priv. Wow. Everything's disabled here. I guess we can do maybe some type of port forwarding. We'll check that. Netstat. Because maybe we can do a chisel. Because now the job is to getting into administrator. So maybe we can do another shell, create another shell, maybe on MSF Venom. Do a chisel reverse shell. And then maybe see where it goes from there, I guess. Because over here everything's disabled. So we're not getting in those fun ways. We'll just do 8,000. That's the normal one that we use for Chisel. I think Chisel's 8080. This is mine. It's listening to mine. Okay. Let's see here. I gotta look up my notes though for Chisel. Okay, Chisel. Okay, let me just copy. Let me just go to Chisel. I'll just copy this for now. Copy and go back. And for now, okay, let me just put here got user text, but no escalation path. So chisel it. Alright, so I gotta put this on my Kali. I gotta get a chisel, and I think I already have a chisel. Oops, let me do this. I think I already have a chisel. I put all my stuff in this one box here in WinTools. Here. Copy, and hopefully this is the chisel Windows. So we're in here already. I don't think I have to be in here anymore. I'm going to leave it for now. And we don't need you anymore. Let's just might as well enter and get out of there. Okay, so going back to my notes, I need to start this chisel reverse on my thing. I already got my chisel thingy from this place right here. And then we going to have to chisel. What is this? I think I'm gonna have to change this up to. Oh wait, I have to put it on here, don't I? I have to do another Python m http dot server 80. And then we do another curl. Where's the other curl? Do this curl to put the chisel on here. Chisel. Chisel. We also have to put some type of a shell on here though. I guess we can create a shell. We just create one. Hey, let me go to my notes though. The MSF Venom notes. MSF Venom. Copy. Put this right here. Change the port. ASPX. Oops, I didn't even show you. And then do this here. Then come back here. Run this chisel. I should run this on Kali next. And then on the target machine, we'll run this one. Double check 88,000. So we can delete this here. We can delete this. I don't even need it. Okay, so this is the order of how I will do stuff. But then how am I going to call this? I would have to call it with my netcat NVP 5555, and then we're going to I guess we'll just curl it. Same thing here. So we'll put both of these. It'll be the shell.aspx. And this will be shell.aspx. JSPX. And then we'll see what happens there. I kind of got the process. If I mess up, I'll just reorganize. So first things first, let me just create the shell here. Calls back to me, file type. Here it is right here. Okay, now we'll go to here. We'll curl the chisel into here. Again, we probably shouldn't do it in desktop. Wait, aren't I supposed to be in CBum? What are you doing? Here, yeah, here. Paste this. Failed to connect. Oh, I didn't set up the Python server yet. Copy paste. Curl the chisel. Okay, it uploaded. Curl the shell. Directory. Shell that. I'm trying to go fast here. On my Kali, I set up the thing, the chisel. We don't need this anymore, I think. And then back on this machine, we do the we run the chisel. Oops, forgot to change the IP. I gotta put my own IP on here, which is 15.9. Copy. Paste. Did we get anything here? It says listening. Okay, so we forwarded it. We forwarded it to the website, to the local host website. Maybe now we can see the site here. Let's go to the site then. Okay. You know what we can do now? Since we have the shell up in here, hopefully I still have it up in here. I think it was, let's exit this, we don't need this. I think it was, let me make sure. This, what was this one? Just checking. We already did 5555. Maybe next we'll do 443. Yeah, I think we'll just do the 443 one. So we'll go, I guess we'll go to the, hold on, I think I messed up somewhere. Because this one's 5555. But I put the shell also as 5555. I think I was supposed to put the shell as something else. I think the shell should have been something different. Just looking through my notes. I think I should have put the shell as something different. So I'm going to create a new MSF Venom. Hopefully I can. Am I showing you? I didn't even show you, but it's okay. I'm just going to copy paste the MSF Venom because we're already using 5555 to get into the chisel. So this one can't be 5555. Oh, 5556. Did I use 5556? Oh, please tell me I used 5556. Because if we did 5556, then all I gotta do is 5556. And then, what am I supposed to do? Here. It's the right name, right? Where's the name at? I need to not turn this off. I keep turning it off when I need to use it. Yeah, it is. It's shell.aspx. But it won't take me there. It says it's not found. And if I do this, it doesn't work. Unable to connect. It might not be in there anymore. Okay, that was a lot of work that I had to do there. I had to change so many things. I had a wrong version of Chisel. I had to put the right version of Chisel in. So now I finally had the right Chisel. Then I had to change the port to 8001 because my Python server was 8000. And finally, when I did the shell and I did the curl, now I'm in this app pool thing. So from here, I'm just gonna kind of just take a look in here. This is a lot of work, guys. This one is tough. This one really is hard. I'm not the administrator, that's for sure. Cause I am whoever the heck that is. Almost everything is disabled. Man, this is not easy, guys. This is not easy. You know what? I think I'm gonna do. It's not a cheat mode, I guess, but I'm gonna use GodPotato or Juicy Potato here. Again, it's not a cheat mode. Let me just set up my IP address. 15.9. Let's do it 4445. Let's go to temp. Oh God. Alright, let's go to CD temp. Let's go to Windows temp then. And then I'll try to upload Juicy Potato into here and then run it from here. I guess I'll do it at 4445. So I'll do netcat. Not 4445, 445. Oh God, I'm so tired. This has been a long box, guys. Super long box. I know I have Juicy Potato somewhere. Make sure that I'm still in the right thing. Okay, good. Win tools. Here's Juicy Potato. Copy. Let me go back to my OneNote if I can find it. So that's what I did to get into this whatever. Now I use JuicyPotatoNG.exe. I guess I'll curl it in. How do I curl it in here? This one's a good uploader. Oh, not just ng. Is this the right one? JuicyPotatoNG. Juicy Potato .ng, and I'm just gonna put it into here. Let me get out of here. My listeners are already listening. I think I did about 5 listeners here. JuicyPotato.ng. Am I on 80? Pi server 80? No, I'm on 8,000. Let's make sure we put it on 8,000 then. It won't let me go back. I have to do the whole thing again. There it is right there. Okay, how do we call this bad boy? Let me go in my notes here. How do we call this bad boy? Okay, there's the God potato, there's the juicy potato. Let's copy paste this, let's put it in my notes. Change the IP address. Right. Let's put it at Windows /temp big T. No, I think I have to put netcat in there too. Oh, I'm not even showing it. Hold on. Let's curl netcat in here too. Copy. Oops, let's put it up here so I don't get confused later if I have to go back somehow. We'll do netcat 64 this time. Let me get netcat 64 from my I know I have it in here. Copy. Paste. Let's put netcat 64 in here as well. Oops. Copy. Paste. Let's look at the directory. It has Juicy Potato here. My netcat here even has a RunAs on all my shells. Let me copy paste this Juicy Potato one. It's big. It's long. That's what she said. I got my 445 up and running here. Cannot execute the specified program. Okay, so I did a lot of work. I restarted it. I'm going back to where I started because I finally got JuicyPotatoNG to work. I already changed the sudo nano. Let me go ahead and start up my netcat at 443. So most likely, I'm just so tired. It's been a few hours. I just had to look up so many things, and I didn't want to waste time on. Here, hold on. I didn't want to waste time on the video, so I just looked everything up. I don't even know if Juicy Potato is gonna work. So I just wasted all that time. I should have just used God Potato. This is the wrong one, anyways. Alright, let me put all this stuff on here. I'm just trying to get to the point where I can use JuicyPotatoNG, not Juicy Potato. Oops, wrong one. My brain is so out of it because I just went non-stop. Literally, I think 4 or 5 hours. So my brain is literally just dead right now. I just want to get back to that point because I accidentally did all of this and then pushed X on the Linux box, so it's all gone. And I had to start all over again. But you know what? Practice makes perfect. I hate that truth. Practice does make perfect. This should be SVC. So that's SVC. We're going to leave it as SVC. Rename. This one was simply that. I can exit it. This is not SVC. This is about to be CBum though. CBum. Alright, we got a Pi server open. We're leaving that on. SVC is in case we need to go back. Actually, is this SVC? This is SVC. I know exactly where to go for everything now because I already did it. I already did it like 5 times. Alright. Now let me put run as up on here in our SVC. There it is. Now let me turn this on. 5.5. Let me run as. Run as. This is still SVC. I'll come back and I'll do run as again. I'm just gonna look what I'm gonna do. Knowing that I might mess up again, I'm just gonna put that command there and get ready to go. CBum, hello again, CBum. So I already did the port forwarding. I already did all that fun stuff. I already got Chisel. I already created a Chisel for port 5556, which will be later. Not now. And we need to go to not this file, but see this file, this directory here, cd inetpub cd. If I'll just show you cd development, and then from here we put in our shell. And we put in our Chisel. Create a new tab. This is our Chisel. Set Chisel for the Just let it go. Our 5556 is already running. We'll go here on CBum. I'm starting to laugh a lot less with CBum now. I'll tell you that for sure. Now we're gonna curl our shell. Here. And then we're in this other one. I don't want to pronounce that. Default. A pool! I'll leave this curl on here. I'm just going to push it up just in case I mess up and have to go again. Curl for a pool. Curl faux. So be it. And then I found out when I did Who Am I All, we found out we had some stuff that we can do here. So now I'm going to upload our, let me go to temp. we're gonna upload our, cause we're already in 80. We're gonna upload our netcat64, and then we're gonna upload our JuicyPotatoNG. That's spelled wrong. JuicyPotatoNG ncat64. It has everything in here. Everything except my other shell. So now we're gonna open 4445, just 445. And then we're going to run our Juicy Potato at 445. Okay, I finally figured this damn thing out. I had to do a lot of crazy stuff. I had to put the JuicyPotatoNG and the netcat into CBum's desktop, and I had to give granted permission. I think that's where I lacked last time. I had to grant it permission. Then I went to the other elevated one, which is right here, this guy. And then I couldn't get into the desktop no matter what I did, so I just ignored it. I went to users and I just inputted this. That's where I put the test. The test is the Juicy Potato. That's where I put the netcat. That's where I assigned my listener, and boom, the listener got in. That was, guys, that was the worst. The worst. That was the worst. I can't say anything else. That took hours upon hours upon hours. Let me get this before something bad happens. Let me go ahead and try to add so you can see that I'll get the certificate. There. Let me just put this into my notes somehow. I just can't see anything because I have so many screens open. I can't find where my notes are. There it is. There's too many screens. It's giving me a difficult time. Oh my God, potato. I was about to go God potato route. Alright, finally done. It took too many hours. It took too long. I have a headache. But thank you for watching, even though it was a broken walkthrough for the most part. I appreciate your time, and thanks for watching.